Yeah, I'm not a real networking guy like our son, but every now and then I run into some issues with some Ethernet connections, especially because I've been collecting such Ethernet cables over the last 30 years, and every now and then it happens that one is not working anymore. But in a lot of cases, the damage is not visible from the outside. And then when something is not working, you don't know if it's the device which is not working, or is it the modem, the router, or is it really the cable? And so that's why this FNIRSI network cable tester here, the LPM-18, which I got from the seller to show you, can be super helpful. And because I'm not using these devices a lot, it's very important that they are very easy to use. And that's also something where FNIRSI usually is very good. And so also here in this case, I just took it out of the case, which we also get here, charged it fully. That's also something which is really nice. You can charge both of the devices with modern USB-C and then turn them on, connected to my Ethernet cable, and then just clicked around here, and after 2 or 3 minutes I knew pretty much everything which I had to know. Of course, a real pro can get out much more information out of this device than me, but for me and probably 99% of the people who are just using such a device every couple of months at home, this is more than enough. Here we have the arrows, how we can navigate through the menus. We have 2 different pages. We have a left page where we have 4 different functions, and we also have a page on the right side with 4 different functions. So we start on the left side, we go to the left top, we have the cable test, for example. We click on the M to activate it, then we have 2 different test modes. So let's start with this one here, and we confirm with the M again. And what we see here is a green indicator here, either on this port or on top of this port, which is indicating where we have to plug in the cable. And so I'm plugging this in here and confirm with M again. And of course, we do not have any connection. That's maybe the only negative thing here regarding this device. When we have a situation like that, you don't know if the cable is damaged or if I'm just using it the wrong way. And so here in this case, of course, we have to connect it to a receiver to get a real test. And we can even use the receiver here for this test. But of course, I have to turn it on. And now I can do the test again. And you can see we have full connection. Of course, no ground connection here in this cable. Then go back. Next test is the scan test, where we can scan where a cable is going. Actually, I just realized that the official connection for the scan mode is here on top, indicated by the green arrow. It has been working actually also on these both ports, but the official port is here on top. We got definitely a stronger signal here when connecting to the top. So that's the right choice here. Turn this on. And so we can activate that. You can see now it's emitting the signal through this wire here. And so we can scan along this wire even till the very end. We get everywhere this signal, while we don't get any signal with any cable which is not connected to this device. Then always back with this button here. Then the flash test. That's a function which we are usually using with a very long cable, where we don't know where we have plugged in into a modem or router, especially when we have a lot of different ports. Here I have one with just one port. Doesn't matter, it will still work. And so now I have it plugged in the wrong location. Need to connect it down here. And now I activate that. And now you can see it's flashing in sync here on this device, and here this LED. They should be pretty much in sync. On and now off and now on again. And when you hold this close to a router where a lot of cables are plugged in, you can easily detect which one is the one which starts from here. Then cable length detection. Let's start. Now obviously that's not good when we are connected here. I think we have to disconnect because it got some different results. Let's do it again. Yeah, now after disconnecting it shows consistent results, 247 centimeters. Yeah, could be about right, maybe a little bit shorter, but definitely close enough. Maybe let's check here a very long cable to see if we can detect a difference at least. Yeah, it says 2041 centimeters, more than 20 meters long. definitely huge difference. Let's go back. Second page, QC test here on top. Let's try this here, and you can see it even works for hot swap. Even when we are here, at least for certain functions, that works. Just plug in, check, and unplug it and off. And so let's go back. Speed test. Let's try this very old cable, probably not a very fast one. And now same issue here, of course, that it can't measure a speed without connecting to another end. So let's connect this here and connect it to the upper port. Let's try again. Also doesn't work. So it looks like it cannot test just the cable. Or let's try here. We can do certain tests from here, but not a speed test. So we really need something else. For example, this one here. So let's try again. And so we have a result here, 1000 megabit with full duplex. Back here, power over Ethernet. Of course, no power from here, but I've tested this on a PoE router and it showed 23.6 volts, something like that. Definitely can help, for example, if you're installing PoE surveillance cameras to see if there's enough power or at least enough voltage where you have the camera. I think that was the last test. We just have the settings here. Can choose from different languages, light, volume, auto, off, these things. Down here we have the charging port. Here on the receiver, charging port on the side. Headphone check. By the way, we get a lot of accessories here in the set. For example, also headphone. On the receiver we have also a light function and a non-contact voltage detection. So we can detect high voltage, for example, here. Has nothing to do with networking, but can be still very useful. Yeah, overall I would say still pretty easy to use, even for almost total beginners like me, but has still a lot of functions for the pros. And compared to other network cable testers which I've been using in the past, this is still way easier. I mean, the other ones have been super difficult, came with a very thick instructions manual, had to read almost for hours to find out how to use, and here at least 90% of the stuff is super easy to use. So definitely great job from FNIRSI here again, also for this device. And so if you're interested, you can find the link down in the description of the video, so you can check it out and order one for you if you like. And I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments or want to share your own experience with this LPM10 cable test, then just let us know down in the feedback area. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.